Hello and welcome. Today in this video, we shall discuss about the electric field lines. Electric field lines is defined as the paths along which a unit positive charge tends to move if it is free to do so. So these are the lines, these are imaginary lines which represents the path on which a unit positive charge moves. This unit positive charge is nothing but the test charge. For a point charge, a single isolated charge, say a positive charge, the field lines are all radiated outwards. For a isolated negative charge, the field lines are all directed radially inwards. Now let us analyze this on the basis of the definition. If you place a unit positive charge near this positive charge, then of course the test charge will undergo a force of repulsion. This is because the test charge is always considered to be a unit positive charge. So when the source charge is positive, the test charge will undergo repulsion and thus it will move away from the positive charge. Thus, the field lines are always pointing outward from a positive charge. Whereas, in case of an isolated negative charge, when you place the test charge near it, because both the charges are unlike, therefore it will experience an attractive force and thus it will move towards the negative charge. Hence, the path is directed towards the negative charge, which is shown by the arrows pointing towards the charge. Let us now see what happens when we have a system of unlike charges. When you have a positive and a negative charge placed close to each other, the field lines will originate from positive charge and will end at the negative charge. The field lines are not necessarily straight lines, but they curve. They are just the path on which the test charge would move. This is the diagram of the field lines plotted for the unlike charge system. What happens when we have like charges? Here we have two positive charges kept and we see that the field lines are radiating outwards, but they are also curved. Field lines can never cross each other, they will bend and they will take this form. For a three charge system, the field lines are shown here. In this case, we see that Q1 is positive, Q2, the central charge is negative, and the third charge, Q3, the bottom charge is again positive. So in this case as well, the field lines start from positive and ends on the negative charge. When we have multiple charge system, the plot is as shown. This is purely dependent on the nature of the charge. We have to be sure that whenever it is a positive charge, field lines will originate, and for a negative charge, it will be pointing towards it. The number of field lines also represent the strength of the field. So wherever we see field lines are closer to each other or they are crowded, it means that the electric field is stronger in that region than the part where the field lines are quite apart. Let us now see what happens due to parallel plates. The third diagram here on the screen shows two parallel plates with charges positive and negative. The field lines are starting from the positive plate and ending on the negative plate. In the region between the two plates, we see that the field lines are all straight, parallel to each other and directed towards one end. This implies that the field in the region between the parallel plates is uniform. The field lines at the outer edges are little curved, which shows the field lines are non-uniform at the corners. This is a question where we have to sketch the electric field lines for a uniformly charged hollow cylinder. The front view is as shown. It's a hollow cylinder with positive charges given to it. The second diagram shows the field lines. Because charges are positive, thus the electric field lines are originating outward. Along the sides of the cylinder, charges are all uniformly distributed and they are positive, thus field lines are originating outward. On the top and the bottom, field lines are curved, which shows that the electric field does exist but it is non-uniform. The top view of the cylinder is as shown in the third diagram. As seen from above, we see that the field lines are all radially outwards. Let us now look at the properties of electric field lines. This is taken from the NCERT textbook. First property, field lines start from positive charges and end at negative charges. If there is a single charge, they may start or end at infinity. A single charge is also called as an isolated charge. Second, in a charge-free region, electric field lines can be taken to be continuous curves without any breaks. This is quite obvious that electric field lines can never have any breaks in between because they are the path on which the test charge is moving. It cannot have a break. It can bend but will never have a break. Third point, two field lines can never cross each other. If they did, the field at the point of intersection will not have a unit direction, which is absurd. This is an important property that no two field lines can ever cross each other. These field lines gives us the direction of the electric field. Thus, if they cross, then at the point of intersection we will have two directions, which is not possible. Hence, two field lines can never cross each other. Fourth point, electrostatic field lines do not form any closed loops. The field lines will start at one point and will move towards any other point or towards infinity. It can never come back to the originating point, that is, it can never form closed loops. This is from the justification that a charge when starts from one place under the force of repulsion or attraction will move in a particular direction and under no circumstances on its own it can come back to the original point. Thus, electric field lines can never form closed loops. So this is the important topic of electric field lines, is basic theory and the properties. Happy learning. Thank you.